Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Melissa if you haven't been here before. Today what we're going to do is we're actually going to be reviewing the Ordinary Serum Foundation. And we're going to see what we think about it, how it wears, that type of thing. Then we're also going to be playing with the Nubian 3 Coral Palette by Juvia's Place. This is the first time I'll be playing with it, so just see what kind of look we can come up with that. So if that's something you want to see, then just keep watching. Alright, I'm going to take off my glasses, and I went ahead and primed my eyes with the ColourPop Wild Nothing Cream Shadow in Laurel. I went ahead and did that off camera so we saved some time. I also filled in my brows using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. So now we're all ready to go. Alright, I'm going to take this gray shade down here and I'm going to put that in my crease as my transition shade using a 202 Fluffy Taper BK Beauty brush. So today was supposed to be the ColourPop and Hocus Pocus launch day, and I don't know if anybody heard, but it was a madhouse. The site crashed and it kept it was confusing because it was showing the page, but it was just kind of being slow, reloading, and then it started getting to where it said that you've tried reloading or taking this action too many times or something like that. And so then it went to where it said you had to put in a password. This is all within like an hour and a half. You had to put in a password, so that was when it totally had crashed. So the funny thing about it, I think, was reading all the comments of everybody after the fact, because during you know, they're commenting on ColourPop's Instagram page asking what's going on. Why is it not up? You're late. You know, just all kinds of stuff. And then when they find out that there's something wrong and they're trying to fix it, then they're saying, what's taking so long? Blah, blah, blah. Just complaining. I mean, there was a few positive comments in there, but most of it were just complaining. And then after the fact, the comments were just, if you have chance and want to go laugh, get on ColourPop's Instagram page and look at their Hocus Pocus update post, which should be one of their last posts, and read some of the comments. It'll make you laugh. I know people were giving them a lot of flack, and my husband made a really good point. You know, everybody was saying that they have enough money, they should have prepared for this, and yeah, maybe they should have, but the point my husband made is that they're in California. They have higher rent, higher taxes in most places, and also they were shut down for well over a month because of Miss Rona. So they probably lost, and having to pay bills during that time. So they probably lost a ton of money because they couldn't, release anything, and then having to pay out as well. And I don't know if they pay their employees too, but I mean, I'm sure they seem like a company that would pay their employees while they were down. But it was just crazy to hear all these people just complaining over makeup. I mean, I was disappointed. I was kind of irritated during the process just because I had a feeling that they would fix it, and then literally I would go do something else and it would pop up. That's just kind of my luck, was that if I went and did something else or whatever, then it would pop up and I wouldn't get it. But once I knew what happened, I was like, well, okay. Some people taking off work to get it. Some people were hiding in the bathroom or their boss's office. I saw that one. One lady was hiding in the bedroom so her husband wouldn't know that she was buying another ColourPop collection. But then he went by the door and asked her what she was buying now. So, yeah, me and my husband are kind of people watchers, so we like being nosy and watching people and reading people's comments and just kind of seeing other people's lives, how other people live, the things they do, why they do what they do, different things like that. I mean, there was one girl that she said was complaining and then said, and it's just the same thing that they've been coming out with over and over again. And somebody told her, said, well, then why are you trying to buy it in the first place? She was like, because I want to. And then one lady said that if you weren't born before the movie was released, you shouldn't be able to get it until everybody else that's born before. No, if you were born after, which some people born after might have seen it too, but said if you were born after the release of the movie, then you shouldn't be able to get it before the people that were born before. I was like, well, I mean, there were people that were there an hour before the launch time. I mean, why? Why? They always come out with it, like literally, it pops up a minute after 12 o'clock our time. It'd be 10 o'clock their time. But what does sitting there and reloading the page for an hour help? It doesn't help anything. It actually made everything worse because they couldn't get anything up, so it crashed before they could even get anything up. It started crashing. And then they were trying to fix it. They started putting things on one by one. They literally got six products on, and then it crashed all the way. Alright, now I'm going to take this darker gray shade up here, and I'm going to put it on a Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm actually going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and then blend a little bit into the crease. So that was my morning, or afternoon really. I had my husband went into work today, and there was a girl at his work. She's also a subscriber of mine. She asked for me to, because she works at the night shift at his work, and she asked if she was actually working overtime this morning. So she was up, but she was at work, and she just knew I would be able to probably get it before she could. So he was at work and he was sitting there trying to look at everything and see what was going on, and he was checking for me, and Bella, my youngest, she wanted something to eat, and I was like, well, I don't want to leave it and not, it pop up and not get it. And he was like, well, how about this? How about I'll check it and you go get something to eat and I'll keep checking it, and if it pops up, I'll buy it. I was like, well, okay. So I went and made something to eat, and then it was after that we found out that it was going to be the next day before we could get anything. I'm going to take this shimmer shade right here and put that in the middle of my eye. I'm going to take this lighter silver shade and put that on the very inner corner of my lid. Taking a cotton round with some micellar water, and I'm going to clean up any fallout or edges I got going on. Alright, I'm going to put on the Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Face Primer. I'm going to dot that on my face. Alright, to the foundation. So we got the Ordinary Serum Foundation. It's lightweight, serum formula. Let me read what the box said. It said, a serum textured natural coverage foundation that softens undesirable hues and visibly reduces imperfections. So we'll have to see about that. And it says to shake well, and I'm supposed to put it, I'm guessing that it's real liquidy. I'm supposed to put it on the back of my hand, and it's just a plastic bottle with like a plastic pump. It's real inexpensively made, which it was only like $6 and something cents. And my shade is 1.2N Light Neutral. Yes, it is very liquidy. I think I'm just going to put it on a brush like I did with kind of reminded me of the Alma Beauty Say What foundation a little bit. Just the consistency of it, that thin consistency, and it kind of seems like it has about the same coverage, and it's about the same shade too. So it just seems like it's covered my redness, but it isn't super thick. I don't really have any blemishes right now to tell you if it covers blemishes or not, but I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in L150 Porcelain. Alright, I'm taking my concealer brush and I'm going to blend that out. I'm just taking my number 7 powder in light real quick and going to set my concealer. I'm going to use my Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo in Sunkissed Bronze real quick. And I'm just going to use the matte shade to warm up my face a little bit. Taking that under my chin and down my neck. And I'm taking the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo in Warm Honey. And I'm going to use the Persona brush with that. I haven't used it since I used it with the ColourPop collection that I had my foundation come up. So if it happens again today, we'll know the culprit. Now I'm taking the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place. I'm going to use the other side of this brush and see what I think of it for highlighter. I like that brush for highlighter. The blush, I think it did alright with the blush too, from what I can tell. Alright, now I'm going to go back into this deep gray shade again. I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. And I'm taking the light silver shade again, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. Alright, I'm going to throw on some Thrive mascara real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to take the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Matte Lip Liner in Spicy. Right now, Ulta is having a sale on a bunch of stuff, a fall sale, so their NYX products, I think it's buy one, get one 50% off, and their Wet n Wild is like, I can't remember how much, but I got some Wet n Wild products as well. My lip line is like horrible today. I'm going to put on the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Matte Lipstick in Missy and Fierce. I can't get my lips right, so it's just going to have to be like this. I'm too shaky right now to... ColourPop has me all anxious and upset. I just can't do it. I shouldn't joke about that, but I'm going to use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Alright, well this is the final look. I hope you like it. Except for the lipstick, I'm kind of into it. I just couldn't get my lines right, so it's driving me crazy. But anyways, I'm really enjoying this foundation so far. It looks really pretty. It still does remind me of the Oma Beauty foundation. I think the consistency of it, the look of it, just about everything makes me think of the Oma Beauty foundation. It has medium coverage. I didn't try to build it up, but I'm sure you could build it up a little bit if you wanted to. But it just looks really beautiful. I'm real excited to keep playing with it, and real excited that the price of it too. I've really been finding some good foundations lately. I really can't wait to keep trying this and keep seeing what I think about it. So far, so good. That's another one that I got for my friend's wedding. She wanted me to do her makeup for her cousin's wedding, and I had gotten this one and I had gotten the NARS in 2 different shades so that I could have 2 different options of what to use. And so far I like both of them, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use. But the Nubian 3, I really enjoyed it. I love the look that I came up with. I think it looks really pretty. I love that it has these silvers, the browns, but then it has those corals in there. Just this whole color story is just beautiful. So I really like this, and am excited to play with this a little bit more too. Everything else I've tried before, except for the lip liner. I like the lip liner, and the liquid lipstick is a little drying, like kind of a little more drying than I like, but I think it might work. I just have to get my lip lines right and not have my lip lines all over the place. And like I said, they're having a sale on a bunch of stuff. They're actually having a sale on Juvia's Place as well. So they have theirs, I think, 30% off for a bunch of their palettes that they have at Ulta. And I think it's going on until like October the 3rd or the 5th, somewhere around there. And they got the NYX lip liners. They have Wet n Wild, which they have more than just the lip products. They have Maybelline lip products. They have, what else? Physicians Formula. Just a whole list of things. So go check them out if you're looking to get some stuff on sale. Get some good prices on some great makeup. Especially the Juvia's Place. I mean, that most of them are like $14 when they're normally $20. So you can't beat that with these great palettes, because I love Juvia's Place. They're a great, great brand with a beautiful formula. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a surprise for you guys. It just depends on if it works out like I planned. But it was supposed to be today, but kind of got a little pushed back for a few reasons. So hopefully I'll have a surprise for you guys tomorrow. And I think that's all. I covered everything, I believe. Check out this foundation. I'll keep letting you know. Actually, yeah, the NARS wore beautifully last night. I was going to tell y'all that, and I almost forgot. The NARS wore beautifully last night. I am in love with it so far. And I'll let you know tomorrow how this one wore. And that way y'all can kind of have an idea. But if you're doing an order at Ulta, I would pick this up if it does wear well. I wouldn't pick it up if it doesn't wear well. But if this does wear well, I would put this in an order because it's only like $6 and something for a new foundation, which isn't bad. I mean, that's cheaper than Profusion. Yeah, it's 1 fluid ounce, and then Profusion is 1.01 fluid ounce. So they're right there at the same amount, and this is a little bit cheaper than the Profusion. So alright, I guess that's all. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love for you to become a part of our family here. Also ring the bell so you can be notified whenever I upload my amazing content. And that's going to be all for me. I hope you are staying happy, healthy, taking care of yourselves. And I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.